introduction of the Europeans, Zambians, Kenya, and brought them on foot to Thailand and enslaved them. That was one of the reasons for which, in fact, they were indicted. And the kind of weapons that were used. In this country, like Jabati was saying, a woman witnessed a situation whereby her own child was slaughtered by rebels. We also saw how rebels raped children and women in the presence, sometimes in the presence of their parents. Some of them were taken away into what we call forced marriage. Forced labor took place by way of using young boys to travel with them with their luggage. And going down here, second kind of thing has to do with the mob justice. Those of us who live in that area, we know very well that in this country, where rebels had attacked and had taken over, we had a situation in which people assisted them, they aided and abetted. And when they are kicked out of such communities, the ordinary civilians who sought them branded them as collaborators. There was a time in our country's history when the word collaborator, which is a different word, had a very negative meaning. And once you are branded collaborator, your death sentence is signed. And this is how people are killed. Here we are in this New England. Somebody was killed. Musa Kabir was killed there. He was burnt alive. The whole sheikh was also burnt alive around about Eastern Police area. Because ordinary civilians who saw the roles they played in aiding and abetting the rebels took offense, and when they had the opportunity to revenge, this is how they also revenged. Thank God, a few people were rescued by the then president. But just to make the point that even ordinary civilians also perpetrated violence, but they were never tried. Only the three warring factions were tried. That one was spontaneous. There was no leader for that one. So they were never tried. We also have the next thing that has to do with advocacy, the peace march, the protest people did in this country. Let me remind those of us who were in Freetown on May 8th, year 2000. Remember very well how civilians, including parliamentarians and other civil society organizations and like-minded Sierra went to Fode Sanko's residence just to send the message to him that whilst he was chairman of strategic mineral resources, benefiting or enjoying the privilege equivalent to that of the vice president then, yet as a way of bridging gaps, as a way of reconciliation, yet his men, they are victimizing people in the front. And so people at some point said, you know what, let us go to Fode Sanko and plead with him. Unfortunately, his bodyguards misunderstood people and opened fire. 19 people are gone down immediately. Later on, some other people died in hospital. But it was just a genuine protest we were making. And over here we have put together all the peace plans. And you need to find some extra time to come and read for yourself. All the peace plans have been captured in this scene. After the peace plans, when the last peace plan worked, finally, we had the DDR program, the disarmament, immobilization, and the reintegration program, which is captured here. Here you can see how combatants were handing over their weapons and their names were written down so that government at that time, through the DDR program, provided opportunities for them to be capacitated so that they had something to do for their living instead of resorting or reverting to war. Remember very well, sometime ago in our history, the then God president, Ahmad Yankaba, encouraged people to speak, to sing, instead of going to bush. And this is just one strategy that was put in place to avoid people becoming unemployed. And most of them, they are drivers, carpenters, and they are trained in different skills. We also had the scene that depicts the symbolic burning of arms to mark the end of the war on the 18th of January 2002. Just 2 days after the agreement to set up special court was signed between Sierra Leone government and the UN to set up a special court. After 2 days, the president then declared war done at Salon, end of war in Sierra Leone. We know very well, those of us who lived in that era, it happened in Lunge. And so, I'm sorry you may not see this as President Kaba, but this image is representing President Kaba, declaring end of war. Here we have the special court and the TRC. The TRC worked for something like 2 years, 2002 to 2004. But then the special court for Sierra Leone, which was planned to even operate within a short period, extended over a decade until 2013 December. And here we have names of the war dead as per the districts, those people there. We have all the districts in this country. Don't be surprised if you read here and come across a few names of your relatives. Most people have come and have identified names here of their relatives who were killed. And we are still looking out for people whose names they are never mentioned in the TRC. Because what we have here is exactly what is obtained in the TRC report. And the same for the other side of this fence. We have names of the war dead in Tiri, and on the other side, over there. And here what we have is the vision. When people leave this garden, they should leave here with a vision. So some people in their wisdom thought that we should have these images to suggest the vision to our union. And here we can see somebody is saying that we want to see in a situation where people quarrel in a community, we have somebody to mediate instead of reverting to the police, instead of going to the court. Let us have people in communities to settle disputes. And so what is down here is the product of what this person has done. So here they are shaking hands to show that indeed they are now at peace with each other. And that's what we want to see in every community. We want you to practicalize this kind of thing in your little community. We want to see education. I would plead that we support this program of the government by making sure that teachers do not demand unnecessary money from children to make it difficult for them to learn. We are hearing of this, and we all need to support one way or the other by speaking out. Because when people charge fees that are not reasonable, that are not within government's plan, it debars children from acquiring quality education. So let us speak out. We are hearing of what is obtained in schools. If we don't speak out at this point, we are still going to defeat ourselves. Our dreams will never come true to ensure that we have free quality education. But that's what some of us want to see. And so let us make the effort as we leave this place. We want to see light 24/7. If we don't have light, let us do the necessary thing to ensure that EDSA gives us light. But this is what Sierra Leoneans want to see. I want to see a situation whereby those who are carrying arms, apart from the designated personnel that are supposed to carry arms, those who are carrying arms legally, let them convert those arms to implements to be used to produce food for us in this country. And that's what this man is doing, converting a gun to an implement to plow. So here he's stealing the soil out of this gun. And we want to see how the justice system in this country works well for all and sundry, and not a situation whereby people say it is selective justice. Because it's one of the reasons for the war, but a very key reason. And this is one of the things that people have complained, even in recent times, even now. People say it's still prevalent. So we have to search our conscience and know how some of us are perpetrating injustice. As a police officer, as a boss in your office, because injustice is not limited to just the judiciary, just the police. But even in your office, how do you treat your undermen? We call them undermen. How do you treat them? Are you fair to them? Once you're not fair to them, you are creating bitterness in them. And once you have the opportunity to strike, they strike you very hard. We want to see how in this country we have health facilities in every community. In my community, we have 1.5 health facilities, but people are complaining all over the place in Gaza. And this is a very turning issue as well, where people are supposed to go for free medical facility, particularly for children under 5, lactating mothers, pregnant women, including the malaria test and treatment should be free. Let us raise the issue when nurses and doctors create problem for us. When they want us to pay, let us make sure that they give us receipt. That's what I do. I ask for receipt. That's what I do. All of them are wrong. I ask for receipt. And then receipt. Once it has not material, and you don't pay for them. But this is what we are not doing. That we have better health. But we have to talk about things that are going to be otherwise we cannot pay. What do you think about our mental? Our own policy, which is very rich, you know that very well. So, yeah, I want to say how the churches and mosques can relate. What they are